Welcome to the part third of the room database series. So in this part, we are going to create one table and it is also called the entity. So let's create one table over here. I will take one new table. Uh, First, I will take here the new Kotlin class over here, new Kotlin class file, and I will name it as employee. Okay, and click finish. Let's change it to data class over here. Okay, so it is asking for the creating of one constructor. So let's create one constructor over here. Or you can directly pass here the parameters. Let's pass some parameter over here. First, I will name it as entity. So it is a table. So we represent table as entity in the room database. Let's create it entity at the rate entity. Okay. Now here I will specify the name of the table. The name of the table is specifier is employee. Okay. Now inside the data class, I will take the fields. Let's specify the fields over here. Here first I will take here is one primary key at the rate primary key, and inside the primary key I will set the auto generate to true. Auto generate to true. If I set the auto generate to true, it will automatically generate the primary key. And here I will take one field val id of type int. Okay, so ID is the primary key over here and it will automatically generate the ID if I set to auto generate to true. So, and the next field I will take is the column info and at the rate column info. Specify first, let's pass the comma, then take the next field. I am taking it at the rate column info and the column name I am specifying it is next column name is name and the name I'm taking as employee name emp name. Okay, and the field I am taking here is val name of type here is string, and the next field I am going to take is the address. Let's specify the column info. Name I am taking here is employee address. Okay, and val address I will take of type string. Okay, the next column info I will take at the rate employee experience. Okay, and I will set the val experience of type string. Okay, and the next field I'm going to take is the department at the rate column info, and here I will pass the name is department employee department. You can take the fields according to you, and the I will set val department of type string. Okay, so here I have created one data class and inside it I have taken the following fields which are ID, name, employee address, and experience and department. As you can check our fragment design over here, we have taken those field and created the entity of the same field over here. Okay, so now we are going to create the employee DAO, which is employee data object to perform the queries. Okay, so for that we need to take one interface. For taking the interface, let's click it over here and take one interface over here. New Kotlin class file, and here I will select the interface over here, and I will name it as employee dio, emp dio, and click enter. And I have created one interface over here by the name of employee dio, and inside it interface, I will specify one annotation which is @dio. Now, inside the interface, I will perform some query. Let's specify the annotation which is insert and perform the insert query over here. First, I will create one function, fun. Any name you can take, I am taking as fun insert employee. And here I will pass the carry. And inside it, I will take one parameter employee of type employee. Okay. The next query I'm going to perform is the update @update. And here I will create one function, fun update employee. And here I will pass the parameter employee of type employee. Okay, the next I will pass the select query over here, @query. And here I will pass the first I will pass the delete query, delete from employee where ID is equal to ID. Okay. After that, I will create one function over here. Let's create one function, fun delete employee. And here I will pass ID of type int. Okay. Now, after that, you can see the error has gone now. After that, I will perform another query over here, @query. And here I will pass select star from employee. Okay. Now here I will create one function, fun get employee. And here I will pass, and it will return mutable list of type employee. Okay, so here I have successfully created the employee dio. Okay, now I will create the database. Okay, so let's create database. Click over here and take new Kotlin class file, and I am naming it as employee database, emp database. Click enter. Now let's specify the annotation over here, @database, and it will take the parameter entities. And the entities I am passing here is the employee class. Okay, and next parameter it will take is the version, and the version I'm setting here is 1. Okay, every time if you update any field inside the table or you add another row inside the table, you need to update the version accordingly. Okay, let's move to the database over here. Okay, now I have set it to 1. Now change this class to abstract. I am making this class as abs- abstract. Okay, now inside this class, it will this class will extend the room database over here. Room database. Okay, now inside it I will create one function, abstract function. Let's create one abstract function over here, abstract fun, and I am naming the function as emp DAO. I'm creating, and it will return employee DAO. Okay, now inside this function I will take one companion object. So companion object is basically a static block which can directly called by using the class name over here. Okay, let's create one variable over here. I will create private. Let's create one instance, private var instance. I will create one instance over here, instance of type employee database, and I'm setting here to null. Okay, now here I will create one function, fun get instance, and it will take the following argument, context of type context. Okay, and it will return employee database. Okay, now inside it I will pass one condition. If instance is null, and I will create, let's initialize the instance over here. Instance is initialized to room dot database builder, and it will take the following angle. But first it is asking for the context. I am passing here ctx dot application context, and the next argument it will take the database, and it is a emp database class.java. Okay, and the next argument it will take the name of the database. I am giving the name here as emp underscore database. Okay, and I will pass here dot fallback with structuring migration, and here it will return the return instance. Let's remove this error. Room dot database builder and ctx dot application context for database, and here I will pass dot build. Okay, now you can see we have successfully created the database. So in this video, first we have created the employee entity table over here. Okay, after that we have created the employee DIO interface over here, as you can see over here, and we have performed some query over here. After that, I have successfully created the employee database. Okay, On our next part, we are going to discuss about the implementation, its implementation, and also to display the data inside the, we will display the data inside the recycler view. Thank you.